Hey, what it do, y'all? What it do? So, with this topic, I'm talking about trophy husbands are toxic in a different way of how I previously mentioned how trophy wives are toxic, because it does go a little bit differently. A trophy wife, her toxicity lies from the fact that she'll be pedestalized, whereas with a trophy husband, he's more so, you can say he was idolized, but I would rather say he was itemized. That's actually what it is like. And I can explain more of this. So let's go for that. Well, here's the thing with a trophy husband, you have to think of how they talk about the dating market, I guess, and kind of what these gals look for if some of them are locked into their hypergamy. But what does a guy get out of that? So, this idea of the trophy husband is more so based on a toxic expectation some gals might have about a man. So, I mean, I know y'all hear the cliches about how some gals talk about he has to be a provider, he has to be over 6 foot, be longer than 6 inches, have a six-figure salary, things like that, right? Oh, yeah, and he has to have a six pack. Hey, I see Letitia Talks in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. Uh yeah, definitely bringing up this aspect of what I mean about a trophy husband being toxic is how some gals have the this expectation of a certain man, like he has to be like this perfect specimen. For the guys that I guess somewhat fit their description, it could be a living nightmare for him. He like, hey, I had to like work hard to get to this level in my life. But for some guys, they do be trying to become that just to please women. So what gets me is some of the content out here with guys talking about trying to be the best version of themselves to ultimately get the right kind of woman. But I'm like, you'll just probably end up her trophy husband. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Yes, facts, facts, Natisha. Very, very superficial. Facts. But it becomes a living nightmare for him because he set the bar so high for himself. When really in life we just all living right now. And we just literally, if we want to talk about the bar, let's talk about it like the Kit Kat bar. Give each other a break. You know what I'm saying? But people would rather break it off or break up. They don't want to give each other breaks, in this life. And I find that sad. So, yeah, in that sense, the guy that has to be a certain way, whether based on his body type, obviously his income and things of that nature, like it's a living nightmare for him because he has to live up to that every day. Like there's no letting up now. When she feels like he's falling off, she done. There's been many guys that I've seen be washed up trophy husbands, washed up trophies. Like, let's get to the itemized part. A certain guy like that becomes very itemized, like just sought after, but nothing more, right? I guess you can even look at the Bachelor shows as somewhat of a comparison, but really in real life, there ain't no Bachelor shows. Some gals get offended to find out a guy like that is a bachelor. It depends, right? But I would say some gals feel intimidated by that in real life. Like, I think for some gals, what happened is they'll meet a guy like that and they'll be like, oh, they won the lottery. They won the genetic lottery. I won't even say the romantic lottery. They just feel like they won the lottery. They felt like that sought after item they got a chance to have access to. But beyond that, some of them don't like what comes with a guy like that. Because what if he is purpose driven, right? Well, you got to keep up with him. And then some girls be like, okay, I realize this ain't for me. But you made this your long ambition. I guess the only thing I have left to say on this note about a trophy husband being toxic, I just feel for the guy that has to be in that situation. knowing that you're just another item. That's it. That's it. That's really all you are. I hope this video makes sense to some.